Hello again, long time no see. This year, or not, yeah, this year, but this time of year is just a write-off. I didn't even realise it had been so long, I'm sorry, and to be honest, as I'll sort of explain further into the video, I don't think I'm going to have a Flosstube update in November, and as I said, I'll get into that a little later. Before we get into cross-stitching, I got some mail that is not cross-stitching related, so I'm just going to quickly, this side. Some of you may remember my Abraca U pin, which I still haven't been brave enough to break off to make a needle minder. I got a book. So they've done a graphic novel of the first arc, and it is beautiful. It is so stunning. I haven't read all of it yet because time. I did read a little bit, and I love how they've translated a podcast into a graphic novel. The second book is out for pre-order, which I have done, and I am so excited, and it's just so beautiful. If you're at all interested in D&D, it'd be worth looking at that book. And again, still not cross-stitch related, but sort of related to the Sawbones. The oldest brother does a podcast with his wife, Sawbones, Marital 2 of Misguided Medicine, and they have just released the book, and it is beautiful. Haven't even opened this one yet, but it made it to Australia, and they do good books. So excited to see what else this family comes out with, because they're amazing. And also, I am like every advertiser's dream, if it's got to do with this fandom, I guess, that I'm part of, I'm going to try and have it. Now, I'm going to try and have some sort of order, but we all know how that works any other time. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I have been winding bobbins. I got every colour of DMC from Jennifer for her, and I have started winding, and it is so much fun, so soothing, love it. And I'm actually winding for myself. I have not completely given up my storage and the way I use the way I use thread, because it works for me super well, but I had to figure out how to deal with variegated threads, because apparently I'm into them at the moment. So bobbins to the rescue. Got my baggies, so it's consistent with my old storage, and yeah, I've got the company up top, colour down the bottom, and if I cut off a piece, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but in the hole up top is where I'm looping it, and pretty cool. I've got to buy more baggies, so I've also got, whoops, my, what is it, Weeks Dye Works that I'm using for coffee time, and it looks so much prettier on the bobbin than it did on the skein. Yes. Now, Stiachalong. I cannot believe I watched my last video to see what I had and hadn't shown. Oh my goodness, Stiachalong hadn't even started when I last updated you guys. We have just received pattern 3, or part 3 of the pattern. Team Aussie is going great guns. We are currently tied for first. Probably going to start dropping off, because some of the challenges, they're awarding points for participation. We got 10 points because we got 100%, but we obviously couldn't get extra points for mass amount of people because there's 22 of us. But anyway, still super duper in love. And our logo, oh my god, graphic designers are amazing. Check it out. I'm gonna have to put a photo somewhere, or, oh, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. How amazing is that? I wish I had a reason to use this logo and I would buy it, because I've got a copy without the Stiachalong, but seriously, absolutely love how clever. I just had to show you that because I was totally in love. So this is where I'm up to with mine. Not quite caught up. I've got to do these 2 things down the bottom and then I will be caught up. I had a nap today instead of finishing it, so no regrets. Yeah, I've not been part of this before, so I'm not sure with the guessing. I have no idea. The only guess I currently have is I think we're stitching it upside down. A lot of people think we're stitching it sideways, but I actually think that that will be like 1969 or 1869, or it could not be numbers and it could be something completely different. That's the joy of the stitch along, right? So yeah, this is how we're being presented the charts. I'm not 100% sold on my colours. I'm going to keep it. I don't know whether I'm just because it's not purples, but we'll see how it goes. And at the end, if I don't like it, I can redo it again. But to be honest, I'm doing the stitch along for the experience, not for the end result. So it is what it is. I have a new start, but before I show you that, I don't think I've shown you this progress on the Tiny Modernist. No. Is it maybe Tiny? I am so bad with this name, guys. What is it? It just does not stick in my brain. And apparently I am not organised enough to be able to find it, but I'm not going to put it on the screen again today because I do that all the time and I need to learn this. Modern Folk Embroidery season sale, or 4 season sale. How absolutely darling is this? I am in love. Michelle, Mitch Stitch, your colour choice was just perfection. Now, this is just hilarious for me. This is the end of like January. So this is as low as it goes, and that's as far as it goes. Obviously, I've gone a bit further over because I was just stitching, but then I decided to actually keep up with the months the way they're actually charted, and it's just so cute. 1/1 on 32 is just like wow. And still loving, absolutely loving this fabric. I'm trying to, that's not going to get any closer. I wonder if I completely hide my face. You can kind of see the lighting's probably not helping, but absolutely in love. Haven't done a lot of stitching on it because time, but yeah, excited to get back to that. My new start though, I got my second order from Colour Cascades, so I could start Sleeping Beauty. Oh my god, amazing. And my lighting has just gone weird suddenly. So I'm doing the border first because I wanted to see how big it was. Obviously, the fabric allowance is not super great, but again, I was just trying to match the hand-dyed aspect, like this bit here. Oh, it's gone. Let's try and fold it. So this bit here, the dark patch, that's actually almost where the gap is in the pattern. Which do I have here? Yes, I do. So that dark bit, I'm pretty sure will end up around here, which is why I placed the pattern where I did. But yeah, so the border is almost done, using my pins to count as I do. Wow, actually have left it mid-stitch, which is quite unusual for me. Yeah, so I haven't done a huge amount. Joss was working on the border. Now I'm almost at the end of my cross stitching, which is bizarre because it's been like 3 weeks. I got Tash Starcross Stitcher, pretty sure. Oh my god, have I got your name wrong too? I should not record without notes, guys. I'm pretty sure it's Tash the Starcross Stitcher. Like, it'd have to be right. Sorry guys. Yes, Tash Star Cross Stitcher. Trust in what I know. Have got the next Perman to stitch because she's my Perman supplier. And she also gave me a piece decent size, like, oh my god, thank you Tash, of 27 count for me to have a go at, because obviously it's close enough to 28 count. I should get some idea of if I'm doing 1/1 or 2/1. And that was a week ago, and I still haven't gotten to it because life. And I've been winding because it's fun. Actually, I think that's it. I've done the ATCs, which I can't show because I haven't received yet. And now for a quick chat. I probably won't be updating in November. Not only is it crazy and I think I'm going to be at the dance studio most weekends, I think I've actually decided that I will be doing NaNoWriMo. I was leaning towards having a year off. I went to the kickoff party yesterday and I just can't. I've done 8 years, this will be my 9th. It just doesn't feel right not doing it. So writing 50,000 words in a month is a massive stretch. Like, it's 1667 words a day, which doesn't sound a huge amount, but when you've got to do that every single day, it gets to you. So I don't actually think I'll have any stitching done in November other than ATCs, and it's not going to be worth recording a video for those. So I will most likely see you in December. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure it'll be there before we know it. Bye guys.